Hey guys, it's Monday and this is JVB. It's Monday, June 1st, and actually I had my Good News Monday going for a minute. And I mean, what good news are there to share at the moment, right? Well, I've seen a few cops kneel and show compassion. I have seen many people raise their voice and take action by sharing and spreading positivity and awareness. This is a really crazy time, guys, and in a way I feel so weird being here. I mean, this is where I am right now, right? I'm here in Germany, where there's seriously, I feel that I'm on a completely different planet. It is so peaceful here. It's so, I had a cappuccino earlier and some ice cream. Yeah, I was cheating today. And people are not even wearing masks, which is like weird. I have my shawl, so I do that. But it is a strange, surreal time, especially for me, because I feel like I'm supposed to be in LA or New York and help out being on the streets. And I know this sounds so fucking crazy, because why would I want to be where it's super crazy and dangerous? But you know, I just wanted to share a real brief where I come from, so that people can actually understand why I am the way I am. I grew up in a communist country where I was lied to, where the government was corrupt, and where we were being brainwashed. I escaped East Germany, yes. I've been around the block for a minute, and I was in the embassy in Prague. I had to sneak out of my town, and it was very scary actually. I could have gotten shot. And I spent 4 days in the embassy in Prague, where the situation became so bad that they had to release us. And because of what I did, and many of the people I was with did, the Berlin Wall came down, and I was part of that revolution. Yes, I was very young and very rebellious, and I feel still the same way. My opinion about what's going on currently, I think it's so much more than Black Lives Matter. And don't get me wrong, this is a very important issue and a very serious issue. But this is more than just about that. It's about corruption, it's about freedom, and people are being on edge. People are being fed up with everything that has been going on. And I know some people will label me a conspiracy theorist, because I think that's a lot of this was planned to further divide us. And we all have to be so very cautious and aware to not let that happen. Because people are so easily blinded by the news and blinded by, you know, hating this person, hating that person. I'm right and you're wrong, and you're dumb because you support this person. All this nonsense has to stop. I really truly believe that. I mean, I can't even imagine being a person of color. I'm already paranoid when a cop is behind me. Being a person of color, I can't even imagine how fucking scary it must be. You know, being pulled over and being possibly shot because I told the cop I'm gonna grab my wallet. You know, we've seen that happen. Or what just happened, you know. It's just so disgusting to me. And while I'm not a fan of violence, of destruction, of looting and stealing, no, all of this is fucking wrong. And this is also a planned, in my opinion, a planned act of further policing people around. And so my message to you guys is that I'm sorry I have my glasses on, because it's just so bright. I can't, without my glasses, I can't keep my eyes open. Oh my God, guys, just like this little guy, he's like, thank you for taking a break, mommy. I just want to say, let's spread positivity. Let's fight for our rights by speaking up and saying enough is enough. And I really, really, really hope that not a lot of people are going to get hurt, and that this racist card, this game, can finally be finished forever, and we can all feel equal and safe. Because the thing that it drew me to New York City when I first moved to New York from Germany, I loved the diversity of the people. I loved that so much. You know, I was like, oh my God, there's like people from Africa, people from Brazil, people from Spain, people from South America, people from wherever. You know, it was just like, to me, it was so beautiful to be in a place where there's people from all backgrounds, all cultures coming together. To me, that is, and it's the same with LA. That's why I've always lived in places like that, because I love that. I see people like for who they are, people. We're all the same flesh and bone, you know? We all have pain. And the thing is that the people that are doing all this destruction, a lot of them are evil, and they actually, I don't even want to get into that, but most of them are probably paid to do this. But that's a whole nother conversation about these organizations who pretend they are standing for something and they really don't. You know, these Antifa people, I believe they are actually not for the Black lives. They are just dividing people further by creating more craziness. And but you know, that's, who even cares? It's, again, it's not about what I believe, what you believe, who's right, who's wrong. We all have our own theories about stuff, and those are all theories. We can all read up on it and say, I read this, and we may think it's right, but these days, do we know what's right and what's wrong anymore? We don't. We really don't. So we have to trust what we get, the information we get from the people who are actually out in the streets documenting stuff in real life, you know, uncensored. And another awareness, if Facebook, if YouTube censors certain content, that alone is a sign that there's something wrong. Because what are you scared of? Why are you censoring people who think differently? Why are you censoring people, calling them conspiracy theorists, when people have the right, the freedom of speech, and the right to think for themselves and to make up their own theory about what's happening and to discuss that? Why is that taboo? You know, there's so much to think about. This is a really, I think, complex and deep issue. But the most important thing in this crazy ass time is for us to stick together, to find a middle ground, to say, you know what, deep down, it doesn't matter what religion, what color skin you are, where you're from, we're all the same deep down. We all want to be loved. We all want to be happy. We all want to be prosperous in our own way. For one person it might mean millions of dollars, for one person it might just mean being free, you know, having enough to eat and to live, and enjoying life, enjoying travel, enjoying nature, which I'm doing right now, you know. But we all need to realize that. We all need to realize that people who are being destructive right now, who are being evil right now, are people who are hurting. They are mentally, spiritually ill. And nobody's helping them, nobody's seeing them. That's why they're doing this shit. You know, they don't have an outlet. We need to change that. There's so much that needs to be done, and it starts with us spreading positivity, with us not being like them and firing back with hate, with violence, with just, I don't even have words for it. And this guy, see, he lives the life. He's like, yes, I agree. I'm just saying, all this is necessary right now. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying, how can we be heard? And when I say we, I feel like guilty for not being there, but you know, I'm feeling it. I'm there in spirit, and I am for it. I think that the revolution is needed, and people need to get on the streets, and what's happening is part of it. Has to happen. It had to happen, and it was all part of the plan, I think. But we shall prevail, because at the end, and that's why I told you my story in the beginning about East Germany, at the end, we won. The system failed us, and we brought the system down. And so what's happening right now is kind of the same thing. The system has failed us, and the system needs to be brought down so that we finally get justice, that finally people understand that in this day and age, racism has no place, police control has no place. We should all live safely, follow our dreams, inspire one another. This the short time we have on this earth, do the best we can, living a fulfilled and happy life. That includes a lot of love. I don't know if all of this makes sense. I'm going to leave it just the way I have it right now. I'm not going to edit anything. And that's just my 5 cents to this. And by the way, I recorded a Lady Gaga reaction video that got taken down, that got censored. So copyright infringement. So I'm gonna try again, but I couldn't post it. I love you guys so much. Wherever you are, please be safe, and please consider love, being peaceful, and consider consider this necessary, and just be safe. That's all I'm saying. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.